Hello, universe. How are we doing? Let's see if we can remember to make the V stream go live. Yes, we can do that. We can manage to get all three going all at the same time. There we go. Now you can hear me twice. Wonderful. That's good. That's a start. I think I might need to change. I definitely need to change the title over on Twitch. Not that anyone cares, but this is what we do. This is how highly organized and well prepared we always are with every event that we ever do. In other words, we're not prepared at all, and we're doing everything at the last moment. Do I want to report my own stream? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to report my own stream today. I can't remember where you go to update this stuff. There's a button somewhere. But where? Where is that button? Maybe I need to click on here. I find Twitch really awkward to navigate. I'm sure everyone who's good at what they do doesn't. But me, I do. Edit stream info. That's what we want to change. What are we doing today? So today we are going to be looking at creating a troupe. Troupe in what was the game called? Fading Sun. Fading Suns. It's not OSE. It's not OSR. It's not D&D, and we're not actually playing. Cool. Done. That's a good start. Right. Fantastic. What do I need now? I don't need Twitch anymore. Yeah. So Fading Suns. What's Fading Suns? I was just listening to, before I got to work, I was listening to Depressed Nisagi and Rima and Yam talking about VTuber stuff, and it was great. I always enjoy listening to them talking about VTuber stuff. Pleases me no end. Camo, browser. I don't think we're going to be needing, I've not turned my camo on. Look how embarrassing that is. Camo. We're not really going to be using the overhead much because our character sheets are in Roll20. Woohoo! I've not used Roll20 very often on here because it's kind of simple. It doesn't have all of our bits and pieces in it, so it doesn't have things like Mythic installed or anything like that. So we're gonna have to live with that. But yeah, we're gonna be. I've not made a character in Fading Suns for, I don't know, 10, 15 years. I think I looked at doing it a little while ago, but I don't know if I finished a character. So Fading Suns as a universe is kind of, Fading Suns as a universe is kind of, think Dune, except instead of them all flying around using narcotics to expand their minds, there's a giant gate network. And again, it's a feudal society. We've got a big old church that runs stuff. People are members of families. There's kind of like a big divide between the concepts of the church, merchant guilds, and the noble houses. And most parties will consist of like a noble, a merchant guild member, and a clergy person. I can't remember what religion is they all believe in. There's a nice little introduction book. It would probably help if I set that up properly as well. And I click it back on this screen. Nice art. We'll of course got to change it to disable scrolling. I don't like scrolling. I don't know. Do you like scrolling in PDF form? I just find it really annoying. It's kind of irksome. I was wondering who that one person in the chat. Oh no, it might not be me. So the introduction. So yeah, lots of kind of pseudo techno religious art. So yeah, we're gonna make some characters. I kind of presume we're gonna make a noble. Oh look, there's a monkey man. We're gonna have a noble. We're gonna have and then we're going to have 2 other things. So, character creation. Character, let's learn together. How do we make a character? I don't care about gameplay. That's far off. So originally I was going to play Operation Unfathomable today, but we pretty much finished it Tuesday, and I was going to have to. I'm going to have to read the instruction book for the Uplands, which I've not read yet. So, to page 37. Page 37. Okay, character creation. What do we do? Form the troupe. Your character doesn't go along alone. They're part of a troupe, an ensemble of characters. The other players will each have their own character in this troupe. This stage, the game master proposes to you and the other players a particular troupe archetype. Okay, so let's go find a troupe archetype that we want to be. Suggestions welcome if anybody has one. So what troops available are there? So clearly we're not the quick start species. You've gone past troop type. You've already bypassed what we were looking for. You told me the first step was to decide upon a troop type. I've gone past 35, 36, 37. Yeah. So okay. More information on troop archetypes can be found in the GM's Guide, Chapter 1. That's annoying, isn't it? Nothing I love more than needing more than one book to do everything. This, I feel, is one of those problems with it's for Dungeons and Dragons problem, normalizing this idea that you need a player's guide and a GM's guide. Fading Sun goes the extra mile because it's got a universe book as well. Enjoy! Cool art, though. I think the art of the book's pretty cool for like kind of traditional kind of sci-fi, grim, darkish sci-fi art. It's pretty cool. Chapter 1. Rules for game masters. I don't need rules. If I'm the ref, I'm the ref. We'll be fine. As long as everyone is screaming in pain, we're doing well. Troops. Where can we see troops? The troop coffer. That sounds like money. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Let's go back to the... This is how I read all books. If you're curious. How does the Dungeon Slime survive in the modern world? With great difficulty. Chapter 1, drama in the Game Master's book. Okay. This is the Game Master's book. Chapter 1 is drama. Right. Okay. So that means it should be in here somewhere. Problems... gathering the troop. That sounds like for the proper page. Page 12. Gathering the troop. All games begin with players encouraging them to discuss and design together leads to a solid foundation. This doesn't mean they have to share all their secrets. They just need to create enough connections to function well as a group. To aid this, we've listed a number of troop archetypes. That's what we're looking for. Troop archetypes. Have you just lifted? Yeah, sorry. Okay. Noble. That's far too far away for me to read it. Let's bring you over here. Well, I think I could probably cover up that because then the camera's in the way. Too many bits and pieces in the way of too many things, I tell you. Right. But this is so the noble entourage of a default troop type rules, especially GM advice, sample drama, written assuming this type. And so this is the default type. Under this archetype, a single noble leads the group. The typical roles, others in the troop, might consist of that of a bodyguard, a priestly advisor, a guild expert, and all manner of useful aides and hangers-on, including aliens. Unlike sycophants, most nobles collect in safer circumstances. The troupe, this type of entourage, hosts people important to the noble, requiring pledges of fealty that go beyond mere oaths, extending to life and death. So this is one of those interesting things, right? Where I think a lot of games now. A lot of games for a while. I suppose with PBTA and that kind of game, there's a very small fly in here. It should go away. We've seen in a lot of games recently that characters rule their own kind of entity and their own thing, and the relationships between them are always kind of equal balance. I think with this noble entourage is kind of different. Is that there's an explicit kind of superior to follower kind of relationship. When traveling, nobles tend to be hosted by local power structures, i.e. noble households, churches, guild halls, that's in charge. It's the best way for local powers to gain information on the outside world. Yeah, because again, there's very little travel between worlds, right? Again, if you think of something like 40k or Dune, the average citizen never leave the planet that they're born on. So as opposed to something like Traveller, where if you're from the Imperium, you might be flying around space, on a at least on once a year, right? Because you're gonna go like the kind of comparison to a package holiday to Bellariki or something, right? That's not the case in the setting of Fading Suns. Very few people travel. So traveling is a thing. So next, spiritual mission. A mission is an entourage often funded by a church patron that follows spiritual call or inquest. This is like you'd almost imagine this being kind of a Chaucer Canterbury Tales, right? More Hyperion. Right? If you've ever read Hyperion. I think someone's supposed to be making that into a TV program. Probably Apple TV. But I could be imagining things. Interesting book. I listen to it on audiobook because that's the only way I finish anything anymore. Listening to the audiobook whilst cooking. So a mission differs from a noble entourage in that it's shepherded by a holy figure, usually a priest, although anyone who embodies the spiritual goal, a blessed stable boy, a visionary midwife, a miraculous mercenary, could be the leader. A mission tends to be narrow in the beginning, and it's very likely to be accosted by people concerned about matters of faith. Rarely this can be something occult. Too often it's a complaint that someone's neighbor is a sinner. Why isn't the local priest dealing with this? Roles for missionaries include... So it's kind of interesting, right? This is kind of a setup I normally wouldn't play, because I quite like the idea of Ars Magica, but I have a real problem with all the Christianity in it. And I think it would be far more interesting in an earlier setting. But I think of this setup in sci-fi universe, I could probably suspend my disbelief. That being the problem of Ars Magica, I could suspend the disbelief for wizards, but God being real is problematic in my mind, because you're like, well, which one? What about the the polytheistic religions? How about them? Are they then how? Anyway, I get hung up on that kind of thing. So that's kind of fun. It sounds kind of interesting. Merchant caravans is the next one. Caravans operate in an odd grey area, while often legal. And I've not taken the tea bag out of my tea. Fiddlesticks is all we can say. Fiddlesticks. One thing that I was entertained by earlier on today, I kind of moaned about it on threads, is that, like, for nobodies like myself, sub 20 view count on most videos. YouTube really goes to town on like making sure that every viewer is 100% legit. I had a video, my traveler one yesterday, which I'm going to be honest with you, I thought it was a really good session. I really enjoyed it. I really like this location crafter. It's really cool. Yeah, it only had 2 views this morning. And I was like, well, whatever. I don't really do this for the views. I do it for the clout. How sad. How sad I am. So, Yeah, I don't do it for views, but 2. But when I look back on it after I finished work, it was down to 1. I'm like, wow, YouTube, you got people out there almost certainly completely fudging their numbers, and old wee 2 views on a video. That to hell with that person. They go down to 1 view. Thanks, YouTube. I appreciate it. I really do. It really cheers me up no end. You're real gents and wise folk. That's what you are. Anyway, sorry. Merchant caravans. Caravans operate in an odd grey area, while often. How about if I just tilt my monitor a little bit? I'll get it closer. Make that a bit easier. I've got an ultra wide monitor, and I've got the streaming stuff on the left hand side of the screen, and I'm trying to read this on the right hand side of the screen, and the camera's on the left, and so you get it, you understand. It was hard to look. Anyway, while often legal and often anticipated by the towns they visit, most folks openly believe that outside caravans encourage criminal activity and might even kidnap people if they're not careful. Sadly, these fears aren't entirely unjustified. Caravan master is the title given for merchant in charge, but primarily, yeah, fine. And apart from a reason, unsavory reputation, locals wanting. I don't think I'm very interested. I'm far more interested in the priestly caravan there. Roles within the caravan include a priestly advisor, quartermasters, cargo, a bonded band. This is a group. Words. Would you like to say the words, Dungeon Slime? Do you want words to come out of your mouth? Yes, I would. Thank you very much. This troop is a tight knit group of rough equals or a band of brothers. Nah, that sounds boring. Patronage. This is you're in the employee of someone else. I think that noble entourage and spiritual mission sound the most entertaining, and I'm not sure which one we'd want to do unless anyone has any advice. No one cares. Well, let's leave it to the dice then, shall we? I like the location crafter, but it could go over here because I reckon you could even use the location crafter for like kind of jumping around a sector of space or something. I think it'd be fun. Oh, I just covered my face up with the little location crafter. So yeah, 1 evens. We're gonna go spiritual mission. Odd. We're gonna go noble entourage. Odd. Noble entourage. Yeah, that's fine. I was testing whether or not I felt that was the wrong answer. You see, and whether or not I actually already had an answer. And we might never use these characters anyway. So we're going to go for a noble entourage. So that means the first character we need to create is the noble. So let's be in the right book. Which one's this? That's not the right book. This is the right book. So that's the right book, and we need this. Does it have a section on here for Troupe? No? Let's make a little note then. Oh, you're on the wrong thing. Don't worry, come back. Here you go. Hello. Beforehand. So, I mean, Roll20 is so much more primitive than Foundry, which, as you should well know by now, is my preferred solution to this kind of thing. Just notes. I hate. Why is this so big? Why is this so big and this is so small? I don't understand. I hate you so much. There you go. Descriptions, notes. All right, troop type. Troop type will be noble entourage. So our first character is going to be a noble. What kind of nobles can we be? That's the question. Character concept. Take a moment to think about the type of character you want to play. A pious monk, a daring pilot, a haughty noble. Common archetypes are a good place to start. What kind of noble do we want to be? I mean, I'm not very big on the kind of brave noble, but we'll see. Let's find out. Let's take a look at some houses and whatever else is going on. Okay, use the quick character concept chart. Ooh, noble. Probably not the best terminology there, given the world we're in, but hey, whatever. Decardos scheming. Ooh, we like a bit of scheming. Lihalan pious. How do we feel? Do we feel I don't feel military. I never really feel military. I mean, I work in business. I was only moaning about this today. I was in an all hands call, and we were like, so I was like, why do we all use such militaristic language at work? Isn't it a bit weird? Anyway, I don't need more military in my life. I don't need any military in my life. Well, let's go. Has it got a section laying around on the houses? Noble upbringing, perks. Okay, here we go. Al Malik, intellectual, artistic, and talented to a fault. The Al Malik are the standard by which other noble houses measure culture. While they do not have the biggest military, they are quite wealthy and friendly with the merchants' guilds, patronizing artists and creators of all types. An Al Malik character. An Al Malik character might be searching for their next masterpiece on a research trip for any of the universities they sponsor, or simply along for the adventure. Okay. Decardos, sly, outrageous, and generally decadent by choice, for Decardos are considered the most cunning of the great houses. Their spies, the Jacovian agency, rival the Hawkwood Rooks. And they sound like two really rubbish sports teams, don't they? Decardos are masters of a body and know just which buttons to push to cause someone to say what they want. A Decardos character might be a member of a Jacovian agency, but they'd never tell. And those that do often have no association. Okay. Hawkwood, proud, honourable, and a little myopic, for Hawkwoods have never quite gotten over Alexa's betrayal, while they are patiently moving forward as a non-imperial house. They still expect the son of a throne to follow their codes. Hawkwoods follow an unspoken code of chivalry. So boring. And that's something else I'm really looking forward to, but it's not out yet, and I've been waiting for ages. Apparently it's coming out this summer, is the new Pendragon. That'll be fun. We'll definitely play that. I was going to play Dune, but then I remembered that I thought the first movie was kind of boring. Shocking, I know. Also, it's really constraining, I feel, playing in such a pre-established world, particularly a pre-established world that's entire premise is that everything is preordained. There's very little room for for a character to have any significant influence on the flow of the overarching meta narrative, right? That being, lots of humans are going to die, and a weird unknown thing is going to come and destroy everything, right? Spoilers. It never arrives. Double spoilers. Here we are. Where were we? Right, we were talking about how boring Hawkwood were. So we're just going to ignore them because they're boring. Hazat, disciplined yet passionate. Oh, these were military boys, aren't they? Our military ladies in waiting. Lee Haken, once the darkest and most devious of houses. Lee Halan are now a model of courtesy and piety. This house is extremely devoted to the Universal Church. Lee Halan nobles regularly type. So basically, the church is similar to the Orange Bible in Dune. The church kind of combined all sorts of religions together. It's a nice hand wavy. Don't worry, it's not Yes, exactly. See, you know. So, Lee Halan, individually, Lee Halan are straight-faced and straight-laced, unfailing, polite, and always composed. For houses and militaries, a thing of beauty or terror, depending on who you're talking to. A Lee Halan character will always use her house name before her own, no matter Daisy. No matter who she is or where she's going. The only exception are hidden dark cultists within the house who are trying not to use their house's name at all when it's convenient. Who try not to use their house's name at all when it's convenient. Okay. Filling in the character sheet. Patron saints. Okay, let's go back a bit. So who do we think we'd want to be? I think it's either Lee Halan or Al Malik, right? We're going to do the same as we always do. Odds, Al Malik. Evens, the other one. So odds, Al Malik. It's even, so it's the other one. So we're going to be Lee Halan. Okay, so we're pious to some degree. Anyway. So that just needs to get out of my way. And we need to bring you back over here. Hello again. Rank, species, planet, birth date, cooling. Probably in bio and info. No, oh goodness. Okay. So we are Lee Halan. We'll just put it in here for now. Oh, we can't. There's nowhere on this sheet to put faction. Noble. We'll put it here for now. Lee Halan. Right. So this is for faction. Okay, so we are, our faction is Noble Lee Halan. Swish! Top of the bananas to you. And so that means step 1, filling in the character sheet. As with the upbringing stage, your apprenticeship stage, my upbringing stage, what happened there? Upbringing, here we are. I went forward too quickly. Upbringing traits. Arts. Okay, you're born to nobility. So you were raised learning its skills and responsibilities. At first level, interesting it's got levels. At first level, you gain the following traits. Upbringing traits. Capability. Arts law or beastback or warfare law. I think we're going to take... I feel like arts law makes more sense. Beastback, I kind of presume, is being able to ride horses. Do we just go here? No? Where do we go? Do we go upbringing traits? Where are traits? Possessions, money, spirits, skills, calling, species, human. Human. Mind, spirit, wits, traits, capabilities. Where do capabilities go? You're not helping me out here, Karen. Here we go. We found it. Capabilities. Capability will be arts, law, or beast. But I think arts law. And we might end up having to go find out what the text is for that. So arts law or beastback or warfare law. Court customs. So we get court customs. Court customs. Okay, what else do we get? We get homeworld law. We'll need to figure out where that is. Homeworld law. And we get military weapons. Okay. Military weapons. And we get... what else do we get? Read, speak, Urtish. Okay. You get read, speak, Urtish. Okay. Perks. No. Characteristics. So we get dexterity or endurance +1 or strength +1. We shall get... Well, what are our traits? Strength, body, dexterity, and strength, dexterity, endurance, wits, perception, will, presence, intuition, and faith. And we get to get bonuses in... No, come back here. Don't go. Don't you go. No. What was it again? Dex +1, endurance +1, or strength +1. Dex +1? Sounds fair. What kind of dice does this game roll? Whoop. I hate the sound effects in it too as well. How many dice do we roll? 4 + 0. D20 roll I presume that's D20 roll under your stat? Fair enough. That was hard. Or is it D20 plus a number roll over? CF. Yeah. Okay, cool. Next, we get faith +1 or will +1. Well, we're religious. We're part of the Lee Halan, so we'll put it in faith. That seems to make sense to me. Presence +2. Okay, and then wits +1. Okay, presence +2, so that takes it to 5. And wits +1. Wits +1. Okay. Don't do that. Don't you go doing that. Okay, next. Perks. The Imperious perk +1 perk chosen from a noble list below. So perks here. Okay, we'll take the Imperious perk. Imperious. And +1 from a list. Advisor, alien friend, alien upbringing, ally, words. Exemplar, family ties, forthright, gossip network. That sounds exciting. Incite passion. That sounds horrifying. Passage contract, reeve, advocate. That's a taxman, right? A debt collector. Refuge, retinue, savior fair, sensitivity, steady hand, stoic mind, body, spirit, trendsetter, underworld contacts. I don't think that's the case. We're going to be a religious person, not a terrible ne'er-do-well. Let's have a quick look to see what advisor is actually. What's advisor? Where do we think these are hiding? Traits, perks. Traits, perks. Let's close this. No. There we go. Where did the traits just go? Laws, perks. Advisor, you can call on the wisdom of a tiny think machine device implanted on your person. Oh, right. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. You have an innocuous TL6 think machine that appears as an earpiece or a metallic neck tattoo or something relatively innocuous. It's an artificial intelligence that can advise you on matters by speaking into your inner ear canal. It's a bit crude, however, and may become more annoying than helpful at times. It knows the equivalent of 5 law capabilities. Choose which one when you pick this perk. You can swap these out for different laws later on if you have access to a data vendor. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? It wasn't what I was expecting. Okay. What else? What else did we have up there? This is going to be a problem, is that I'm going to forget almost immediately the list of perks is. So advisor, ally, ambidextrous, cash, comeliness, contact, danger sense, exemplar, family ties, gossip network, insight, passion, passage contract, Reeve advocate. That sounds interesting. Come to me, Reeve advocate. Sounds like an awful thing to be. Perks. R R R R R R R R R R Reeve advocate. Reeve advocate. You have a Reeve lawyer or retainer. Benefits. When requested for a specific case, a personal advocate from the Reeve. Oh my goodness, my tea's going cold. My tea's going cold. Why didn't you warn me, universe? Oh well, let's drink this tea. 1 second. You can really tell that I had the tea bag in there for far too long. All right. Where are we? Here? Boop. Reeve advocate. That sounds good. I like the idea of having a lawyer. Whether for criminal litigation or drawing up contracts, that advocate represents you and your interests against various local legal codes throughout the known worlds. You have to personally call on a Reeve to gain this representation. If you are prevented in some way from contacting the guild, then no advocate can be assigned. Okay, well, that sounds sounds like, well, we'll take that. Reeve advocate. Perks. Reeve advocate. See how horrifying this is when I copy it out. Long is what it is, but there you go. Cool. Reeve advocate. That's our perk. Whilst we're here, Imperious. M before N? Yeah, Imperious. Verb. Don't. Love it when it does that. Copy. Do. Stick it in here. Yeah. So what is that one? The estate of nobility was ordained by the pancreator, not by the pancreas. You carry the authority in your bearing. Once per scene, you may spend a secondary action to assume regal bearing, imperious mien, to shield yourself from a single influence attempt or occult power. You spend VP to boost your mind or spirit resistance, but you draw the VP from the well instead of from your own cache, up to the limit of 5 plus your level. Fair enough. For example, if your level is 3 and it's 5, and you can add the number 3 to the number 5, and what you get is the number in between. I don't need that open. What's in this one? Ah, right, that's Hawk's thingamajig. Fine, cool. So that's our perks. Back up to our noble. Come to us, noble. Where be thee? Here we go. Right. Those are the open perk list. I could have picked off of this magical special perk list. Oh well, too late. Fencing. Imperious already awarded, but the upbringing stage landed. Oh, sugar. Oh well, it'll be fine. We'll get opportunities to get more later, I'm sure. So we get Academia 1. I presume that's +1 on top of the 3s we've already got. So 4. A lot of an assumption there, but hey, what else do we do? So Academia 1, Arts 1, Charm or Impress 2. Arts 1, Impress 2? Yeah, let's do that. Arts 1, impress. Impress +2. And then melee 1. Melee 1. 4. Boop. Boop. Okie dokie. Right, that's good. We're good there. Now then, what's next? What's next? What, pray tell, do we do next? Okay, right. Now we go to the next section of the book. Noble class. Filling in the character sheet. Yes, we just started doing that. House apprenticeship. Okay. And we're in Lee Halan. So we get capabilities: cathedral customs, Lee Halan law, religious law, or choose a weapon capability. Okay, so we get the first two, and then we get religious law, choose a house. But okay, cool. Let's get cathedral cathedral customs. Get out of my way. Thank you. Cathedral customs. There's a lot of capabilities. Cathedral customs. Lee Halan law. Lee Halan law. And now we get either religious law or a weapon capability. Military weapons, energy guns, slug guns. I think I should probably take religious law because, you know, with Lee Halan, we've ended up doing a religious troupe anyway, or an arts law. Too late. Or performing arts law. We've already got religious law. We're in. So we get Dex 1, Endurance 1, or Strength 1. I kind of feel like specializing is the name of the game. So we're going to go Dex 5. And we get Faith 2 or Presence 2. We're going to go Faith 2 because it's a 6. Intuition 2 or Wits 2. I think we're going to go Wits. Right. Next. Noble title, Knight. Fair enough. I like being a knight. Copy. Do. Get in there. That's why I didn't have that there earlier. So much screen real estate, yet so little screen real estate. Academia 1. So Academia goes up to 5. Then we have arts or perform. We'll go for arts 5. Arts or perform, charm or impress. Well, we'll keep taking our impress up. We've already decided that specialization is the name of the game. Then what? Empathy or focus. You can go for empathy. A, B, C, D, E, and that's +1, right? 4. Observe or remedy. I think remedy. Nothing like an old knowledge and problem management solution to make your day better. Ow! My arm hurts. It's too far away. Hold on. Elderly slime tendrils. That's a problem I have. Too much elderly slime tendrils. Right. And feel free to throw out and that's a great name. Ograveb Ubax. I'm down with it. That sounds wonderful. old Ugraveb. So I quite like the names that I've got for the traveller characters. This kind of feels a similar trend. A Star Trek tomorrow. New spaceship and everything. Okay, house quirks. Blessing, pious. Okay, house quirks. Quirks? Quirks. Quirks, quirks, quirks. Quirks? I can't see an area for quirks. Can you see an area for quirks? Actions, states, armors, perks. It never says quirks. It's got a Q, not a P. I presume it must be perks. Favoured calling courtier. Blessing, pious +2. Cursed dynastic stain -2. Material award, saint's relic, associated with the Garden World's saint, and loose synth silk robes, TL5 +3 body resistance, E-shield compatible. Oh, and perk. Oh, yeah, we've already done the Noble Knight. I guess for quirks, just go in there. So, I hate it. This is my computer's a bit weird. I don't know why it does it. House. Copy. Blonk. Blonk. Yeah, it's not going to be annoying. Not at all. So basically, nobles think we're really pious. The church thinks we're really awful. Ironic, really. Maybe we're like the church, but we don't do things to children. Maybe that's why they don't like us. And we're going to have Saint's Relic as a material reward. So, possessions? Owned. Okay. What do we own? We own a Saint's Relic. Copy. Paste. And we own loose silk robes. Okay, cool. Sounds exciting. Home. Okay, cool. And their preferred calling is courtier. Okay, so noble callings, patron saints. What's that? Darius for resolute. Escard, I don't know what that is. Commander perks. Oh, right. Okay, no, now I understand. Sorry. Commander. Well, we're not commander. Conspiracist. No, we're not a conspiracist. Courtier. The courtier is a public face of nobility. The one the church and league thinks of when they imagine members of a great family. Chic, clever, and always well attired. The courtier is a noble the family sends when they need to impress. One might think of courtiers as lazy or a peacock, but the truth is it takes them years to hone the art of polite diplomacy. Come back over here. Yeah. Examples: Lady Amorilla. Princess Arcada, !4473, was raised in refinement and culture, born on Kish to a middling knight family, and educated on Byzantium Secundus. She returned to the Lee Halan worlds, becoming a courtier to Prince Cardano, Ayami, now titled Lady Amorita, fell in love with the prince despite her devout upbringing, and many think she's responsible for his conversion, advising him on many matters of governance. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. So, early career for a courtier. Laws. We've got lots of laws. More presents. Oh, that'd be good. And then one for those. Okay, so a courtier. We're not going to be a duelist. enthusiast. The idle rich are not often so idle. Enthusiasts are nobles who choose to use their status for their own, to better their own minds, as well as those of people around them. These nobles are the most likely ones to go to university, study under guilds, or learn the deep theological disagreements of the universal church because of its fun. An enthusiast may have a lifelong obsession. Incognito? Few choose this willingly. Most incognito take up a life due to political circumstances or family stains. The incognito can be hiding a rogue prince of a run, or the last scion of a doomed branch of a family. They do not want to be recognized. Okay. Knightly order. Okay, lord. Questing knight. Run-in spy. Sybarite, what? Some parties are nice, well-catered affairs with good music but nothing to write home about. The Subarites parties are an order of magnitude above these gatherings. Okay, sounds like fun, but not for us. But so I do think we'll just take the courtesan. It puts us in a position where where adventure can take us, right? Hanging around the imperial palaces and being sent off to do tidings. I think the other option is the knight, but we're not very, martial in and of ourselves. So let's do that. Let's get the capabilities. Choose a custom law, cathedral customs or common customs. So we've already got cathedral customs, don't we? Yeah. So we will take common customs. Copy. Any law. So this, I suppose, means that we're going to actually have to go look at the law list. So we're on page 54. Where do we think the laws were? Do you remember? I don't remember. They were before perks. Oh, who was that? They look like they can pack a weird, magic-y, glowy blue thing. Custom characters. No, this is something else. Shoo. I should have just clicked on my button, shouldn't I? Oh no, this might be. No, let's just click on here. Click. Perks. No, we wanted laws, right? That's what we wanted. Traits, bank, capabilities. That's what we're after. Bank, capabilities. Melee, armors. We want law. L. Laws. Okay. Arts law, crafts law, customs law, knowledge laws. Oh, that's interesting. Knowledge laws include shipboard operations. Medical laws, torture law. That sounds horrifying. Let's go for poison law. Surgery law, restricted. Poison law, disease law. Oh, we could have song law, performing arts song. No, I think that's a separate. No, that's a law. Let's get disease law. Sounds like fun. Disease law. Theatre law. Performing arts theatre could be fun as well. Let's figure all these ridiculous ways that these should be used to create new and exciting weird adventures. So let's go for the theatre law. Performing arts, theatre. There we go. Ow, my nose is itching. Right. 54, was that where we were? I think we were there. 54, up to 54. Doop, 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 doop. Yes, this is where we were. Any law. Okay, right. So we got the common law, common custom. We got common customs. Get the words out of your mouth, slime. Don't leave them inside of your mouth. They need to be outside of your mouth. Next, we require presence +3, wits +2. So presence +3 and wits +2. Wait, presence plus. Where was it? Presence? Oh, these are attributes, not thingies. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Presence, and I forgot what the number was. +2. Is it? Where's it gone? Where are you? Where am I hitting it? Presence +3, wits +2. Presence +3, wits +2. Okay. They're both in V8s. Oh, it's going pretty well for them from a wits perspective, I think. I don't know what good is. Skills. Okay. Academia and arts. Very big in the academia. 6 and the arts. 6. Very big in the arts as well. Charm 3, impress 2. And this is what we get for not focusing on charm all this way. Charm 3, impress 2. Oh, but we can impress. And then charm 3, impress 2, knavery 1. What is knavery? We're going to have to look that up, aren't we? I think I might have a vague knowledge of what it might be, but I'm not one for guessing. Well, I am one for guessing, I guess, all the time. Melee 1, shoot 1. We'll take melee 1. We'll take melee 1 because what's cooler than fencing? Although we should probably take the perk fencing earlier on if that's the case. There we go, melee 1, and then finally perform 1. That takes perform up to 4. Right. They're not a great performer. Right, next. We got to pick a perk. Choose one perk from the courtier perk list below. Council member. Oh, that sounds exciting. Entourage. That sounds very exciting. Paramour. I don't know what paramour is. Respectable. Schmooze. Vicious insult. Let's look for paramour. Control Alt F. Paste. Come on. Come on. There we are. Paramour. Although they might have a spouse, you are the de facto companion of a person in a position of power. If opponents know about this relationship, you gain +2 on influences, on influence maneuvers against them, +1 mind resistance against their attacks as you leverage your connection. All right, okay. Yeah. Could be interesting. Where were we before? Respectable entourage. Well, I wonder what it means with this setup. Perks, laws, perks. A, B, C, D, F, E. Entourage. You can gather an entourage of hangers-on and even bodyguards from your present company. While among a group of people, you may perform a primary action, charm befriend maneuver against a number of individuals equal to your level. In addition to befriending the targets and altering their attitude, they join your entourage for the scene and will follow your lead. Oh, that sounds wicked. We'll take that. Thank you very much. I'm in. I believe in it. Write letters in the box. Entourage. And what's the actual description? I always love it when a description goes off. Wow, that's the way that you'd expect that to go, isn't it? Copying and pasting PDFs is an experience. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. For free. I know, I'm always generous with my free. Okay, Entourage. There we go. Equipment. Free fine outfits. Okay. All right, so we've got an official occasions outfit, a hunting outfit, and a dining outfit. Wonderful. I love a good set of outfits. A hunting outfit, a hunting outfit. We've got a dining outfit. So well dressed. This young person is far, far, far better dressed than I've ever been in my entire life. Dining outfit. What was the other one? Dining outfit. Official occasion. Outfit. Official occasion outfit. Oh, wonderful. Don't leave home without all three. You never know what's going to happen. There you are one moment just cruising along, enjoying yourself, and suddenly, I'm afraid we've got to go hunting, good person. And you find yourself without your hunting outfit. That's going to be embarrassing, isn't it? It is. It's definitely going to be embarrassing. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be consistently upsetting. Right, next. What do we do next? Lord? Questing Knight? No, we're none of these. Oh, are we done? Let's go back up and check. Choose your calling, early career, favored calling, patron saints, personalization and equipment. During the final step of character creation, patron saints. To 51st century known worlders, the universe is full of signs and wonders. One of the most popular manifestations of mysticism is the cult of saints. While the church reveres many saints, the prophet's disciples, foremost among them, is also officially cautious about elevating the dead into the canon. The common folk, however, are far less discerning. Localities across the known worlds are rife with saints. Tell you what, right? The text of this is really small. I'd never want to buy the actual physicals of this because this font is small. Maybe I should make the font bigger. Now I'm almost finished. Let's make the font bigger. And let's change this from that to that, right? Known worlds are rife with saints. Simple folk may become renowned for a simple deed that mattered. Miraculous heroes inspire legends where every step seems to sprout some new testament of the power of the Pan Creator. The hierarchies of a church can seem daunting to most people, even nobles and merchants. Saints offer divine inspiration even peasants can use to connect with the mystical side of the universe, bypassing the priests and speaking directly to the Empyrean through the intercession of honored dead. Penitents pray to the saints for intercession, and workspaces often have small shrines to them, although blah, 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 blah. Don't care. During the final step of character creation, you'll make a few choices to personalize your character. You get to pick one perk and one capability without any class calling or other restrictions. Finally, you get to record any weaponry or equipment your character possesses. Life path or custom method. The section below... Oh, right, okay. This is how you make a character, right? We used the life path. No, character concept. Are you human? Yes. Do you have a family? Yes, of course. I'm a noble. Nobles have families. Describe your character's physical appearance. I don't really know. I'm sure it's very nice. Oops, wrong one. Hello, Irie Aslay. Aslaya? Nice to meet you. And don't worry, crying or I is still both perfectly fine. Today we're simply creating some characters because I ran out of things to think about. Do you have faith in religion? Well, of course we do. We're fading suns. and we're a true believer, and we're not a pagan. What's your profession? Well, we're a noble. Nobles don't have real jobs. Do you have occult powers? No, definitely not. That sounds like something a heretic would do. What's most important to us? Probably religion. What do we feel about the status quo? Oh, well, it's wonderful. We like the status quo. That's why we're here. How did you meet your troop mates? We probably recruited them over time. You know, probably our bodyguard rescued us from some kind of heinous situation, and our will we have our own? So our clergy person probably is there to make sure that we manage to save our souls on the regulars, because you know life as a wandering noble can be problematic. What are my ambitions? I think to get far more famous and move up the family. I'm only a meager knight at the moment. I'd much prefer to be something a lot more significant for the knight. What's our character going to be? I'm going to roll again. Oh, I rolled without thinking about what the number is going to mean. Okay, so we get to pick one last, because we've basically gone, what's our class? A race is human, our class is noble, faction, Lee Halan, calling, thingy, and we get to pick one more perk, right? We get to pick one more perk for free. Just one more perk and one more category, whatever it was, capability. Finishing off, you may pick one perk and one capability. Well, we're going to pick fencing for our capability because fencing is cool. Fencing. And I don't mean selling stuff out of the back of a van. I mean stab, stab, poke, poke, that kind of fencing. That's what we mean, not the car radios out of the back of a van. I once walked home from town late at night when I was very young and very drunk, and cars still had aerials. And I got home and I had about 50 car aerials. I like to imagine the whole town driving with an annoying static sound. For joys of being young and delinquent. I wouldn't like. Well, you can't do it anymore. I don't think cars have aerials. Next. Well, I think next. Oh yeah, next we're got to pick a perk. What perk are we gonna have? What perk do we think looks cool? Austerity doesn't look cool. Power? No, we don't want magic powers. Perks. Absolution. Oh, what does this do? By hearing one's confessions, you may set the penance for a sin, absolving the penitent. Oh, yes, we're taking that. That's what we have. That's for one. Absolution. Yes. That's for one. In capital letters, no less. Copy you. Benefit. Besides the relief that the basic confession can yield, you may, as a primary action, cancel a simple, brief, temporary or enduring, but not chronic, mental or social state by prescribing the tasks the penitent must complete. You cannot, however, absolve states caused by occult means. Since the absolution only affects a short-lived state, the penance should be something easily and quickly achievable, a tithe, an oath to perform a later favour to the church. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. This is on brand. This is on brand for what we're thinking about. On brand, most certainly. No, come back. There we go. On brand. And that. Here we go. Tomorrow's going to be Star Trekking across the universe. That's what we're going to do tomorrow. And that's them kind of finished. I like the name. Rank is Knight. Species is human. Class, I'm not really sure what class is. Noble. Right. And that's where the blessing and curse go. Okay. Control all, copy, cut. Blessing, curse. And the calling was courtesan. Look, we could be Mau Mau. Did I take... No, I didn't take disease law in the end. I can't be Mau Mau. I don't know how diseases work. We don't need... there's no delete button. Is that... Will that give me a delete button? It does give me a delete button. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And I won't be able to cope if that's all in capitals. It would just upset me. Okay, good. So that's a character. Apparently. Okay. So how would you do this? You go art and wits. 3. Success. So we got okay. So it is kind of similar. It is similar to Ars Magica. I wonder if it might be. I can't remember the lineage of it. So this is the first character. Next character is going to be someone that works with them, and I kind of feel that it's going to be the bodyguard. So create character. Isaka Pikag. Fair enough. Save. Now. This should be quicker, right? We imagine. So this is like the secondary character. Is there a GM's in the GM section? Noble entourage. Are there rules for making side characters? So basically, in Ars Magica, the main character is the Magus, and the Magus takes forever to make, right? And the next character is like a dude that doesn't have magic powers. It may take way less time to create. So I was wondering if there's a NPC types, headliners, agents, sample NPCs. No, I think we just need to speed through the character creation process. Just pick things that sound cool, right? That sounds good. I like picking things that sound cool. So if we go back up and we go... Do we want an alien? Rebellious psychics. I don't like the idea. Vorox. A 6-limbed giant. We're going to be a Vorox. Species, Vorox. They're going to be my bodyguard. Yeoman. What do yeomen do? Yeoman, vagabonds, Mercurian, open callings. Choose merchant or open calling. Okay, that doesn't sound very... merchants can be mercenaries. Okay, so we're going to go merchant for muster, and then mercenary. Sounds good? That sounds good. Right, so merchant. I guess if that's Lee... that's just a Lee Halan courtier. Maybe we'll just steal her picture for our courtier. Merchants, space merchants. The guilds may be all that remain of the giant corporations of the Second Republic, but they've carved out an important place in the Empire. While nobles may snub them, the priests may call them sinners. The merchants know they provide necessary service, one neither of the houses nor the sects could get along without. Cool. Upbringing. Let's go. Let's get this done. Let's get this done and over with. Upbringings, traits, common customs, homeworld law, jump web law. Okay, common customs. Copy. Capabilities goes in here. Paste. Common, custom, homeworld law. We'll have to find out what their homeworld is at some point. Homeworld law. Clank. So I think we're going to have 3 characters, right? We're going to have the bodyguard. We're going to have... Well, the noble themselves kind of doubles up, right? So they're kind of like both the noble and the kind of religious, but they're not part of the church. So we should probably have the bodyguard, the church agent, and the bodyguard, the church agent, and the noble. Noble being the main person, their bodyguard being useful, and the church agent being the church agent. So, homeworld law, so jump web law, or tech law, or think machines law, or transport. Choose one from the list. Oh. Well. Jump web law, transport. Choose one from the list. What list? Which list? Or transport. Choose one from the list. Okay. Shall we take transport? No, I think we'll have someone else who does that for us. We'll take think machine law, transport. Or transport. What do we think? What do you think, world? Jump machine, jump machine, jump machine. Jump web law. Okay, let's do jump web law. Jump web law. Next. Ranged weapons, energy guns or slug guns? Energy guns. Energy guns are cool. Energy guns. Next. We could add shipboard operations. Oh well. We can read or speak Urtish. I presume this is the common of the Fading Suns universe. We can speak Urtish. Urtish, and we're a 6-armed giant. I like being a 6-armed giant. As a 6-armed giant, I feel that I need strength. 4. Is there a list of like modifiers for aliens, or are they all just the same? But perks, surge, characters. Yeah, I don't think they actually have any characteristic differences to them. Species, maybe Vorox. Oh no, here we go. Vorox. Humans, Vorox. Vorox birthright. 6-limbed giants known for their fierce loyalty. Bite, you have sharp teeth that allow you to make a fight skill bite maneuver. Okay, brutal. For your primary and secondary characteristics, you must choose either strength or endurance. Your strength and endurance can each be raised to a maximum of 12. Fair enough. Extra limbs. You have 6 limbs. Your running speed is 14. On 2 legs, 21 on 4 legs, and 28 on all 6 legs. With training, you can learn to coordinate the use of your extra limbs for combats. See for grass school under martial arts. Okay, cool. Very cool. I think they're cool. Noble claw. Precondition you can use for fight skill strike. No occult. You cannot learn evil occult skills. Huge. Your size is 7. Okay, that's something worth bearing in mind. Size 7. Okay. I think we don't get any default benefits to anything. We just should pick strength as one of our starting boosty boys. So we will. Where have you gone? Merchant callings. Merchant. Upbringing, right. Characteristics. Strength +1. 4. intuition or will +1? I reckon I want to take the intuition up. Intuition 1, presence 1, wits 2. Presence 1, wits 2. Okay. Where did the other point of wits come from? Is this the wrong character? Am I updating the wrong character? I'm not updating the wrong character. Okay. So how was Dex 1 or Strength 1, right? Intuition 1 or Will 1. How is wits? That should only be 5. Right. Presence 1. I got that. Wits 2. Right. Will or intuition? Intuition. Oh, I don't know how that had got a 4 in there. Madness, clearly. Who knows? 1 ingenious perk. The ingenious perk plus 1 class perk chosen from the list. So we get ingenious. What does that do? We'll find out later. Ingenious. Goodness, it's far too warm in my room, but I'd have to go down the stairs to turn it off. Ingenious 1 plus 1 class perk. Okay. Merchant class. Embargo. Gambler. Gearhead. Guild commission. Ingenious. Landed. Martial arts. We'll take martial arts. Because what we want is martial arts, and we want that grey martial art, right? Paste. 29. Always annoying. I reckon lots of people get martial arts. No, here we go. Martial arts. Martial arts grey. Precondition. Yeah, cool. So, martial arts. Greer? Was it G-R-E-A? No, G-R-A-A. Grrr. Grrr. You're going to grrr at you. You're going to grrr at you, kid. Sorry, I won't do that again. I promise. So you can take it twice. So first to adept, second to master. Cool. You have special advantage when engaging in hand-to-hand combat. Choose one of the following. Yeah, cool. Let's go backwards. I think that's mercenary perks. Yeah, that's mercenary perks. Reclaimer. Okay, this is what thingy. Well, we want mercenary, right? We've already decided. M comes before T. Spy, scout, reclaimer, mercenary. Right. If not the oldest profession of the universe, the mercenary soldier for hire is certainly among the most ancient. Kingdoms rise and fall with and against mercenaries. It's not always possible for rulers to maintain large standing armies. Many often have to resort to contracts, etc., etc., etc. Capabilities. Choose armor. Combat armor or war armor? Wow. I wonder what's the difference between those two. We'll go for combat armor. New capabilities. Combat armor. Or military. Too late. I already picked combat armor. Ranged weapons. Choose energy or slug guns. We'll choose slug guns because we've already got energy weapons. Slug guns. Dex +2, endurance +1, strength +1. Okay. That's straightforward. No decisions to be made. It's a shame I didn't do it in the order the character sheets populated in, though. That would have been 5. That would be me moaning. 1, 2, 6. Right. Choose from. Choose from. Choose from. What was I doing? Choose from one mercenary perk list below or from the open list. What's in the mercenary perk list below? Ah, right. Martial arts again. We've already got that. Born of about battle sense. Battle sense sounds good. Seen too much also sounds pretty good. So does fencing. We all know how I feel. So does boredom about. I'm just going to go with battle sense because it sounds cool. We can find out what it does later. Rule of cool. Well, let's go find out what it means now, just so we can copy and paste it. Battle sense. Battle sense. You can add your endurance or will ranks. Choose one when you pick this perk to your surge rating. Word salad, but we'll copy it in anyway. And what were the options? Add your endurance or will. Well, will's currently free. If I do feel like I might try and increase will. But I'm supposed to choose it now, so we'll go for endurance. There you go. Next. Back. Mercenary perks. Next, skills. Drive or observe. I reckon drive. Next, fight one. Probably useful for a bodyguard. Fight one. Impress one. Okay. Impress. We are a giant 6-armed lion man, so yeah. Melee one. Melee. There it is. The melee. The melee. How many ways can we say melee wrong? It's a lot. That's the answer. Remedy 1, shoot free. My word. Remedy 1, shoot free. So it takes out to 6. And vigor 2. We're vigorous. Cool. Top bananas. Well, that's good. That's a start. That's a thingy. Now, what do we do next? I can't remember. Calling. Oh, does it end at the calling? I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Let's check. Check. Yeah, I think, yeah. What's your calling? Then a free perk and a free capability. They seem to have a lot less capabilities than the noble. It's just throwing that out there. Life as a not noble is clearly a bit of a tiz was. Is that right? I feel like I missed something. I have missed something. I've missed this thing. The muster. Yeah, so we missed something. Right, let's get back here. Who are you? These the priests. We're not doing the priests just yet. We're doing. Where am I? Merchant callings. Okay, so we go back up. The Reeves, the muster. This is what we missed. We missed this part. It's okay. We can do it now. The muster law. Choose. So we get muster law. So kind of a problem I have is that despite my screen being rather large, it's not large enough to have all of these things up at the same time. Muster law. So we know about the muster. Choose 2 equipment capabilities. Armor, military ordnance, or weapons. We've got like all of the weapons. But we need to pick 2 military ordnance equipment capabilities. So I expect the quickest way to get there will be to go to military ordnance. Words. Next. There we go. Armor. Combat armor. Handheld shield. That sounds maybe useful. War armor. You're trained in heavyweight armor. That sounds amazing. Military or artillery, demolitions, gunnery, or weapons. You've got plenty of weapons. Ranged weapons, transport, melee weapons. Melee weapons. Hobbits live in holes under the ground. We should probably know something about melee weapons. Artillery. Artillery would be cool. Gunnery. We should probably take war armor, to be frank. Let's take war armor. Just because if we find some, we'd like someone to be able to wear it. And going around in a giant suit of stompy Terminator armor is always good. Let's go back. Back. Oh, we got two, didn't we? Fiddlesticks. War armor, artillery law. Artillery law. We know how to fire big guns at people who we don't like. So we get Dex +2 or Endurance +2. I'm going to put 2 into Endurance. 6. Where do we go? There we go. Dexterity +2, Endurance. Faith +1. Okay. Or Will +1. I reckon Will +1. I don't think this one's has much faith. I think faith is in Ograveb. Ograveb has the faith. Esaka has the 6 arms and giant body. Next is +1 will or presence, and then strength +2 as well. Oh, strength is 8 to start with. That's quite a lot of strength, I think. Guild commission, private. Fair enough. Add this to here. Guild commission, private. Skills, drive 1 or pilot 1. I reckon we'll give them pilot 1. Oh, wow. That's the one that starts at 0. Pilot 1. Impress 1. Wait a minute. Shoot 1. Fight 1 or melee 1. I reckon it's probably worth having fight at 5. And then fight 1, melee 1, impress 1. I'm so impressive. So it's massive arms, my friend. Massive arms. The largest arms you've ever seen. Really gives you a ginormous hug. Shoot 1. Shoot 1, tech redemption 1. Shoot 1. Shoot 1. Shoot goes up to 7. It's a significant amount of shoot. Fiddle 6. Come back here. Shoot 1. Tech redemption or vigor 1. I reckon vigor, because they're not really a techie merchant person. They're a punchy in the heady person. Blessing, bold. Bold and callous. That probably makes sense. Callous faction is then the muster. For muster. And we have merchant. Calling, mercenary. Right. Okay. Material award. What's this? A mice for suit. A moose part. We'll have to find out what on earth that is. Suit. A tech level 6 device. Multi-spectrum synth armor. Okay. Sounds good. I like the sound of it. I like the sound of armor. I always like the sound of armor. Probably equipped. Is there a kit equipped equipment? There isn't an equipped equipment. I'll just stick it in a carried equipment. Tech level 6, right? Home. Let's go home. Moose Spa. Oh, right. Multi-spectrum synth armor. Moose Spa. Okay, cool. And then if we go back down to the mercenary section. Mercenary. Equipment. Supply depot. A merc band can consolidate their guns and ammo to form large depot. For each merc in the band, spend 100 FB on military supplies. Okay. He's not really here as a mercenary. He's here as a dedicated member of the entourage. But whatever you say, game. And that kind of finishes them off, right? Oh no, we get the free extra capability and the free extra perk, right? So, what is that? Oh yeah, they look cool. Perks. Cyber device. Austerity. We don't like austerity here. Ally. Alien upbringing. Ambidextrous. That sounds essential, doesn't it? When you've got 6 limbs, it only makes sense that you be ambidextrous. It's only fair. Cool. So that's that, and then we get laws, equipment capabilities. Using capabilities. The GM determines if a given role specified they need the capability should be obvious. Yeah. If the GM there's no need to make the role more difficult for characters that don't have it. If the character has the required capability, then the role is made as normal. If the character does not have it, then the role is unfavorable. Fair enough. Crafts law, architecture. I think poetry. Poetry is going to be his other capability. Loves writing a bit of poetry, does this one? Poetry. Loves it. After he's pulled someone's arms off, he finds nothing more pleasurable than sitting down, writing himself a wee soliloquy. It's brilliant. So that's 2. I'm going to make one more kind of off screen. I'm hot. I need to turn the private. I need to turn the heating off in my building. And it's taken about 40 minutes of character. Not too bad. When I do this, like, not on stream, this would have taken me 3 hours to make one. Maybe I should make the last one. Maybe I only need 2. Anyway, maybe I'll just go with 2 in the entourage. And the rest of the entourage can be kind of like joined voice and video. No. And the rest can be kind of like created on the fly. I'll have a check out to see if there's a way to make characters really quickly on the fly. Well, we could just use like a simple thingamajig. And I did this as noted because I didn't know what else to do. And I wanted to have a little test out of the character. I think character creation is pretty good. In this, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty quick. This is doing the kind of like pathway version. You can also, there's a more in-depth character creation process that we didn't use because I kind of feel that the limits you put on the character are what makes the character interesting anyway. I like this kind of system. So that was cool. Characters made. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a ginormous problem. Although those people don't seem to think it's much of a problem. They're like, hey, look at my Look at my little computer screen. This dude's here going, look, I am using a flamethrower over here. And that dude seems to be, I don't know, doing brain surgery. Yeah, weird. Cool. Let's just come over here and press a button. What button am I trying to press? I don't know. I can't see most of the screen. There it is. No? Yeah. Maybe I'll hide. Shoo. Hey, I'm back. So tomorrow is going to be... let's go back to here. Big slime. All right, so with that, I've finished 2 characters. We'll be able to do Fading Suns at some point. I did want to do werewolf, but you see, I also want to use that location thingy again, the location crafter. But we're definitely going to be using the location crafter probably tomorrow and probably on Saturday. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be funny. And then, yeah. Saturday is the PBTA thing. I kind of missed out on it last week. This week you won't be so lucky. I'm going to do that on Saturday morning my time until I get bored or tired. Okay, 2 hours. I mean, I did like 3 hours the other week, but then that's because I didn't have any work because took time off so I could get back in the swing of things over here. So yeah, thank you for your time. I hope it was a relaxing and invigorating experience. Maybe one day I'll set up like words coming on the screen, but I can't be bothered until, putting the energy in is worth it. I was thinking about playing a game at some point, but I think what I'm really waiting for is there's a computer game, which is kind of like a meat punk kind of game. And that looks exciting. I kind of like that idea. But so many of these there's also a kind of horror early Ultima game that I was playing the demo of. The full game isn't out yet, but I think might be fun and kind of on brand. So yeah, we'll see. And I also want to do some Merkberg at some point, and I want to make a zine as well. All kinds of things that I want to do. So it should be fun. And I'm rambling now, so I'm going to go. You'll have fun. Been great. Enjoyed it. Maybe we'll play some Fading Suns in the future. Who knows?